The Poundcast is in part sponsored by Mint Mobile. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plan and switch to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/poundcast. That's mintmobile.com/poundcast. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/poundcast. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
This episode of the Poundcast is sponsored by HelloFresh. We all know home-cooked meals are so much better for you, but you don't always have time to pull it off. But with HelloFresh handling all the meal planning, shopping, and most of the prep, it's easier than ever to get dinner on the table quickly and painlessly. For free breakfast for life, go to hellofresh.com/freepoundcast. That's one free breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life by just going to hellofresh.com/freepoundcast. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. This episode of the Poundcast is in part brought to you by Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. They make Louisville Vegan Jerky. That's right. It's meatless, plant-based jerky, and you can find them at lvjco.com, and they have lots of different flavors you can choose from, such as buffalo hot wing, pepperoni pizza, smoky Carolina barbecue, and they also have limited edition flavors that they come out with every month, and the newest flavor is Real Tough Jerky. Okay? What's Real Tough Jerky? It's a Texas mesquite barbecue flavor, and it is a tougher, chewier texture that is reminiscent of classic jerky. So if you order on the website and use the code word Poundcast, you get 20% off your order. Now, this stuff is bagged in the United States. It has a shelf life of 9 months, and you don't have to order it online. If you want to order it in person at stores, you can find it at places like Whole Foods and Sprouts. And just check out their website, lvjco.com. Once again, use the code word Poundcast and get 20% off.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
Right now, you're looking at the picture of me and Brent that Marika, our friend, our European friend artist, drew. And when I was on tour, she came to the show in Brussels. Isn't that interesting tidbit?
How about that?
And here we are.
Can I say something about Marika and her art?
Yeah.
The one of you, okay, that looks like you, but the one of Brent is chillingly accurate.
Oh, really?
Wouldn't you say that?
You think chillingly accurate?
I mean,
Yes.
mine catches my essence for sure.
Yeah.
But Brent, that is dead on. That's dead ass.
It is
That's dead ass right there.
pretty scary, actually.
Yeah, we're talking to some Gen Z. Are you a Gen Z?
No, millennial.
Nice. Okay. Well, I still kind of say dead ass, right? That's more of a millennial phrase.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead eye.
Oh, Brittney is our guest.
Hey, where do I look?
Wait, what do you go by?
Brittney.
Just like, I mean, like
Brittney Ray.
Brittney
Brittney
Rae.
Ray all day.
Brittney Ray all day on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have a nonchalant look.
Yeah. How do I look to where I look like I don't like,
You're not trying too hard.
I'm not trying hard.
You're not trying to. I think you
But
kind of
I'm
have to.
You're not
Still
thirsty. You don't want to be
cool.
looking all thirsty.
You got to look like this.
I don't want to look thirsty.
I think you gotta look like this.
Okay, like.
Pretty good, guys.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, we're
God, that was so. Since there's a lag, so I got to see what I looked like when I looked back, and it was awesome.
One more time, like this.
that looks a little. I don't know, Brent. That looks a little thirsty.
No, it's more hungry.
How about this?
That looks like you definitely want to sip on something.
Well, okay, let's get into the show here.
Okay, well, welcome to the show.
Thank you,
Poundcast.
guys.
Been trying to
Thanks
not
for
talk,
having me.
just to not spoil anything.
Right.
save things
Because
for the-
you are from the world
Yep.
of our
Earth.
YouTuber friends.
Yes.
And you, in fact, are the roommate of Joel Haver.
Yes. The Joel Haver.
The Joel Haver. He makes a feature film every month.
I know.
Is he still doing that?
He's still doing it. It's a lot of work.
He really is an inspiration of, what do you call that? What's the word that means you work a lot and you...
Work ethic? What?
Ethic. Right?
Ethic, yeah.
Like he's got a work ethic like
Oh my
none
God.
other.
It's insane.
Does he ever have fun?
Yeah. Well, he has fun, but he enjoys the little pleasures
But he probably
in
like
life.
loves doing the films all the time.
Yeah, he loves. That's definitely. I mean,
He's loving every second of it.
right. And he loves. He's just down there in the living room editing for. I mean, he'll be editing all night, and he'll be like, "I just need to get it out. I need to get it out. I said it was coming out Friday. It needs to come out on Friday." And he's just he's editing the entire thing, like, you know, does the sound design, does everything by himself, which is so insane. And the turn, I mean, he just doesn't sleep.
I know the type.
Yeah, what does
You
he
do. You guys are like this.
Does he
too.
do anything for when he? Does he do anything else?
So
It was,
he,
you know,
well, nowadays, so he
leisure.
did start to. So since he's been doing the features, he is very busy now, and he's traveling a lot to do them. He just came back from Dubai. Before that, he was in New York. He did his movie that he just released. They filmed in Oregon. Him and Dax went up there.
Wow.
And so he's traveling a lot to make these movies with like collaborators or people he's met
Dax
on the
the YouTube
internet.
guy?
Dax the YouTube guy.
What's
mean
his called
Flame?
again?
Dax
Dax
Flame.
Flame.
Mr.
Dax
Flame
Flame.
himself.
Max Shepard.
Yeah. Dax Flame.
Now, if you want to fly to the Middle East, do buy a ticket.
Hey, that was awesome.
Okay.
Cool, awesome.
It's very good, very good.
That
But
was just-
he does have fun. He has his leisure. Yeah, he just enjoys the simple things in life. Watching a movie,
Making a movie.
making a movie, being with friends, good friends. He's not a party guy. He's just
He's not at the clubs.
He's not at the clubs.
Well, that's wonderful. And you're also living with our little baby boy, Kev.
Kev moved out, but but we were
What happened to
living
Lil Kev?
together.
Yeah, what
Lil
happened to
Kev, he now lives with Blake, Rozier, and Spencer now.
What?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You know, Spencer and I just dropped a new video today.
You did today?
Just right before I left, I uploaded it.
Well, I know he said you guys did something recently. Was it a song?
We made
album?
a 3-song EP called Sunny Places. It's on your streaming sites. And
love
we
it.
made a music video. And this was like a summer. We were making some summer songs. We were going to hey, let's do like a summer EP. This was 2 years ago. And we both are busy with other stuff, you know, making whatever. I went on tour. He's making content all the time. And I was like going through our folder, and I'm like, Spencer, these songs are cool. Let's just finish them. And he came by, and we cranked them out, and then we just shot a video on green screen real quick. But I digress. That's cool that Kev is with Spencer. That's
We gave him away.
when that was recently.
Well, no, it's been like a year probably at least.
Because I've been to their place. Maybe
No,
Kev
he
just
does-
wasn't there.
Kevin.
He's at the clubs.
He is at the clubs.
Okay.
For sure. Kev has.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He goes to clubs.
No. He doesn't go to clubs. Not that I know of. I don't know.
Fake ID.
Actually.
What does he do for fun? And then eventually we'll find out what you do.
Yeah,
for fun.
we're not going to just
Kev-
ask about your other, compatriots.
everyone you know.
What does Kev do for fun? I mean, he video games. He's gotten into UFC lately. He's a real big UFC fan now.
Does he want to do some fighting himself?
And
I can't fathom such a thing.
I think he did start to do jiu-jitsu classes and stuff. I think I train Muay Thai, and I think we were talking to him about coming to train for a little bit. I don't know if he ever did. I'm not sure. But he's been watching and betting on the fights.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you like the fighting?
Yeah, I love fighting.
You like watching and fight and doing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've
Really?
been training Muay Thai for like 10, 11 years.
Well,
now.
can you choke us out?
Probably. I feel like anyone could choke someone out, though. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, correctly.
Right.
as
But if
long
we
as
came
you-
at you as an attacker, you'd be like,
Well, I've done a little jiu-jitsu, but my main thing is Muay Thai. So it's like
I guess
striking.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
it's striking.
So it's Muay Thai is boxing. It's Thai boxing. So it's boxing, but with also knees and elbows and kicks.
So you grab her head and you're like, "Gah,
Yeah,
gah."
exactly.
And then when
When
you
you
get on the
punch
ground,
it-
you do the hammer punch on her
Yeah, you
face
do
until
hammer
Brent comes
fist.
like, whoa, it's over.
Hey, guys,
One of those
relax.
things.
That's
Say,
when the
"I come out?"
conversation on the podcast goes
Do you
goes south.
do you punch like this? Come on.
Yeah.
It's like there's no fists at all.
No, you're not allowed to use your fist.
It's only elbow.
You
only.
you had a good form there. You tuck back your wrists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're only using joints basically to fight with, right? I guess
Well,
the
there's
knuckles.
joints
I
everywhere
guess the
here.
joints are knuckles too. I guess.
No, that was all a lie.
No, I know.
Okay,
I
good,
believe.
good,
I
good,
believed
good.
you.
Okay,
No.
so
I
who's
believe
rounding
you.
out? Who's rounding out the roommates here? Is it a 4-bedroom
we're
house?
kicking it-
Or where
So
do you
okay,
live?
so this is the thing. So
Don't
it's,
dox yourself. But
so
like,
it's a
You in the valley?
townhouse. So this is my address.
Okay.
So it's a townhouse. There's 5 of us on one side and 5 of us on the other side. You know we have a big group of friends. It's like freaking 20,
I kind of want
30.
to, as someone who lives alone, I kind of miss.
It's
that.
actually cool,
But
but
it
it's
has
also
to be at the right. Everyone needs to have their
here's
own
the thing.
space.
It sounds like a nightmare. I've lived alone.
So there's 10.
There's
So there's 2 houses next to each other.
There's 2 houses next to each other. There's 5 of us on one side, 5 on the other side. We're all like best friends, but also you have to take into account it doesn't feel like college at all. Like we're all adults. I just turned 30. We're all kind of like it's basically just
You're all
people are
making
just
content
editing
all
and
day.
shit. We're making content, but it's not like a TikTok house where everyone's like, "Yo," like like fucking running into you
guys are
room
artists.
cranking. We're artists.
You're not
Brett.
cloud chasers.
Brett, we're artists. No, but it's cool. It's cool because like Joel will be filming something in the living room. He'll be like, "Hey, Brittney, you want to be in a video?" And I'll go down there and like, it's cool
See,
because
that's awesome because a lot of times I'm like, man, I wish Brent was here. I want him to say something real weird right
it's
now.
cool to
But
be.
he's
able,
like far. Now he's farther than ever.
yeah. And I'm on the 3rd floor. I have a big room with my own bathroom, a balcony, big closet.
See,
like I
that's
have
what's
my
up.
own space.
As long as you got your own bathroom and
my
your
own, yeah, exactly. And then I go downstairs, and then there's like, Dax, Flame, Joel, a few other friends always, playing Fortnite in the living room. It's cool.
Dax lives there too.
Dax doesn't live there. He lives alone, but he's there every day. He's always in our living room.
I want to come.
Can we
You
come?
should-
Can we
please
come?
please. It would be so. We would be so happy to have you.
Maybe we can like bring a GoPro and film it, and it could be like bonus content for the Patreon.com/Poundcast.
Yeah. You should like go through our drawers and stuff and like.
Oh yeah,
room rate.
we got
You can
we got
find-
carte blanche
You should
to like
room- yes.
rummage through.
Let's
Yeah,
get those
you can
UV
rate
lights.
each of our rooms and
Let's
stuff.
look at the stains
Yeah,
everywhere.
can we go
you know?
UV? Can we go UV?
Yeah, go UV. Do it. Do it, King.
Go to each bed. Let's go UV.
Yeah, let's do it. Every little
Damn.
crevice. We're gonna
Dax
UV it.
Flame, more like Dax Splash.
Dax is having such a moment right now.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen him he's been on the internet.com.
Well, he
Well,
was
he
a
was big
big
in the
He was
2000s.
big a long time
Well,
ago. He was
yeah.
an early
But I
YouTube
think people
guy.
don't even know that anymore.
They don't even know that.
because he's having another moment, which is crazy for someone to have 2 moments.
Yeah.
Because he's having another big moment right now, big time.
Well, you know what's funny? We and Brent went to get ice cream one time.
Yeah.
Remember that? And Brent was like, I think that's Dax Flame. He's scooping us ice. He was like working at the ice cream parlor.
Yeah, he used to work there.
And I didn't know who that was. And Brent's like, no, trust me. He was like, he's like this
A
huge
legend.
internet. He was this massive internet star. And now he's serving us ice cream. And I'm like, whoa, I got to check out. That's the first time I knew about Dax.
That is so iconic of him.
But then I did meet him recently.
Well, he was friends with friends of ours, and then we ended up getting to know him a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, I mean, not too well. Well, we should have him on.
He was
maybe.
probably just working there for the free scoops.
I have no idea. That was before we got close. I mean, it wasn't. We got close, maybe like 2. I moved into, we call it Insano House. Have you seen Joel's Insano video?
Is it
Insano
in
style?
Encino?
No, it's Insano. So like the word insane, but then with an O at the end. He coined this term Insano. It's like if you look it up on Urban Dictionary.
Who coined it?
Joel, from making a video.
Oh, it caught on.
It caught on. He wanted to coin a term, and he did. And so now we're like known as the Insano House.
We got to get some of our phrases in that Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we've got so many too.
What kind of phrases do you guys have? Let's hear some.
Well, like I say dip if means oh really? So ask me, if say to me, oh, I just won the lottery.
Okay, well, Brent, I actually just won the lottery.
Oh, dip? It's
Yeah,
like, oh, really?
for
That's
real.
what it kind of
Like,
means. Like, oh, dip?
for real? Oh.
Yeah, it's like dip. Oh, dip. So that's one.
But then what if
Dip
someone
means
just...
leaving a party also, like on the East
Oh.
Coast. It's like, I'm a dip.
Well, that's people do that one. Actually, for that, I say ball. All right, let's ball. Like, if we're going to go, all right, let's
That's
ball.
cool.
If we're going to leave.
Yeah,
or
we got
something
words
like
for anything.
That's actually really cool.
Give
I
us a
love that.
situation or an item, and we have a thing for it.
Okay.
We have basically a whole dictionary.
Yeah, I really like what you guys have done with the place.
Knock. I don't know.
You're just
I
making shit
set
up.
myself up, and then
Fuck.
I failed the improv.
Knock.
Knock.
Yeah.
How about, I got one.
Knock. I guess I should have been more confident.
Give me
about
one.
Okay.
Say the same thing.
Same thing. Oh, I really love what you've done at the place over here.
Well enough. Whatever.
Well enough.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
I like that.
Whatever that
But
means.
as long as you say it confidently
Yeah.
enough, I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, no.
trying
if
to
you-
get on board.
I mean, I've talked about this so many times. Sorry for the repeat, but you go into places. Sometimes I go into a place and I say, I'll ask the person working there if it's a food place. I'll say, what's the most poppin' thing on the menu? And they kind of just seem to understand what I mean by that. And they'll say, oh yeah, well, people like this. They like the roast beef sandwich. I say, oh, it's poppin'? And they're like, yeah, people like it.
Well,
They just
it's
go with
poppin'.
it.
well, because poppin', like the party is poppin', that
Right.
also
No, but
means they
it's-
could probably translate
Right,
that
they can
from
translate
being
it.
that the place is
Right.
going off to mean that the food's going off.
Right, but I say
You
poppin'.
add the in there.
Is poppin'. They go, oh, it's poppin'. They're like, yeah, people like it. They don't repeat poppin', but they know what I mean, and they
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
go with it.
Well, have you guys made a video like that where you just take your slang out into the public eye and try it out?
I was exaggerating. I don't have as many. We have a lot that are associated with the Poundcast and with Pound House,
Yeah.
such as
Well, acorn.
I think you
acorn, pimple. Mostly
Acorn.
these come from Brent. I feel like
Pimple-
I must have done something in there.
Pimple came from it's an extension of pimp.
Pimp,
Like, what's
like,
up,
what's up,
pimp?
pimp?
And then you
What's
just
up,
add
pimple?
pimple. What's up, pimple?
Then you go, what's
Yeah.
poppin', pimple?
What?
Yeah.
You guys need to push these.
It's poppin', pimple.
I can't believe I haven't heard of these yet. They should be circulating
Well, for a
already.
while, I was doing doubt, which is short for no doubt. So, oh, you want to get something to eat later? Say that.
Oh, hey, do you want to get something to eat later?
Doubt.
But it kind of sounds like you're saying no.
No. That's if you say it right, it should feel like I'm saying yes. Say, oh, sir, we're still on for Friday. He's like, and then we'll go to a movie afterwards, and oh, you're paying. 3 questions. Give me 3 questions.
Okay. Oh, are you still open? Is your schedule still open on Friday?
Doubt.
Okay, and then you said that you promised you were going to pay. Are you going to pay?
Doubt.
Okay, and then do you what day is it today?
Well, that's not doubt about that.
It's got to be another question. Like,
I
I
yes or
feel
no
like if you
question.
say doubt, it has to be like
You gotta
doubt,
say
and then you have to
doubt?
like dap them
Yeah,
up or
yeah,
something
exactly,
as you're saying
yeah.
it, so you know it's.
Yeah. If you say it with the right attitude, people get it. They know what it means. In fact, I've used it around strangers, and they understood.
I have a new one that takes that
Okay.
to the next level.
Oh yeah.
Ask me if I'm going to the movies.
You going to the
tomorrow.
movies tomorrow?
No. Straight up no.
Oh, you mean just the opposite?
All right, no, that comes from no doubt. It's
Oh,
the no part.
I see what you
No.
did there. No,
Well, I had this
But
other
it
You
one.
gotta
means
say
yes.
it like no.
Yeah.
It's like in a positive
no.
like
no.
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 Am I going? No.
He's like, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
No. But you're
It's yeah.
nodding
No.
yes. No.
Short for no doubt. I had JIT, which was.
Ask me this one. Is the popcorn fresh?
Is the popcorn fresh?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to make you happy now.
Oh, yeah. What does that mean,
You
though?
shake your head, yeah.
That just seems like you don't want to work there. Like you're working at the concession stand and you just want to, you hate your life.
Yeah.
That's
Ask me
fair.
this. Say, do you think that the movie's going to start on time?
Hey, do you think the movie's going to start on time?
Aye. It's short for I doubt it.
Because that also sounds like
It's short for I
like
don't know.
I means yes in like shipman's terms.
Oh, I
captain,
meant
you
I
know?
doubt it in this situation. You know, I.
Wait, I got one. Ask me this: is the popcorn fresh?
Is the popcorn fresh?
A. That's short for nay, which means no in like Old English. Nay.
Nay.
A.
A. It's like apostrophe A. Or it's apostrophe.
Also, yay and nay rhyme.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So yeah,
So yay is
someone
just
has to
yay.
guess what it's short for, basically.
No, you could just say yay if it's yes and A if it's no. It's short for nay.
I had JIT. That's short for legit,
That's
which is
good.
short for legitimate, which is short for illegitimate.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, but JIT is like an actual slang term.
It is?
Yeah, we used to say that in Miami growing up. Like,
JIT?
yeah, you like
Oh,
called
Miami?
each other. Yeah.
We
Wait,
should learn more
hold
about
on,
her.
Hold on. Doubt? Wait, what?
Well, now we can. That leads into more questions.
I honestly think it's like, I haven't checked up on this, but I think it might be derogatory nowadays. But
JIT?
back then, when we were in like high school and stuff, we would like call each other like a short person would be a JIT,
Uh-oh.
or you would, but like not
So I'm
in
a
a,
JIT.
but like in a. It was never like a negative thing. It was like you kind of like called your friends it and stuff. I don't know, like a term of endearment almost.
Really?
What up, JIT? Like that. Am I gonna get canceled? I think this might be a derogatory
I like
word
this
now.
like costume change.
Yeah.
He's like walking over there.
The point where I'm ready to put this on. That's why.
It's layer 3. It is 104 degrees out today.
It is so hot out. I couldn't believe. And we were talking about it a little bit. I was talking about it with the boys out front. But just the drive over here was so sweltering. Everything was wet. You know,
Yeah.
First of all, the seatbelt was too hot to touch. It was burning. Too hot, you know?
Don't you put the screen up in the windshield? You gotta put that.
No, I don't do that. I went into this 120-degree
I
car.
live life on the edge. I don't do that either.
I've
I
got-
know about.
Do you have a
those
car?
things. I just sold my car recently, but I did for.
Are you going no car for a while?
I'm going.
Are you
Actually,
trying to like? You're in the middle of getting a new one.
I'm like browsing cars on like the internet. But I have been doing the bus recently, and I'm actually kind of fucking with it.
Kind of into the bus.
But you're going to
Yeah.
kind of get over that.
Well, I
think.
am. I definitely have to
Because
get a
you
car.
don't want to be on someone else's time, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
You know, you're a woman of the 90s, you know? You want to be on your own time,
Well,
you know?
she took an Uber here.
I did take an Uber here.
Right.
But also because I looked up the bus route and it was just insane. I was like,
Mm.
okay, I'm not going to deal with that. But then I do kind of love, I lived in New York for a few years. You guys lived in New York, didn't you? Or no?
I lived there for a month.
Oh,
but that
okay,
doesn't
okay.
really count.
But I lived in New York for like almost 4 years. And that, it's just something nostalgic and cool about that. Bringing a book, bringing some headphones, kind of like chilling out. But then also the panic attack of like, oh my God, did I miss my stop? It's just like you start freaking out. It's so exhilarating.
Well, I can't wait for these new cars that have no driver.
Yeah.
I've seen them
Have
in.
you-
They were beta testing them in like some city I was in.
No, but they're here too. I've seen them.
I did see a couple, but
Yeah.
there was one town where they were like pretty common, cruising around,
What if they were alpha testing, you know, and they're all just like being all dominant,
being
and
all
stuff?
like aggressive.
They're all
drivers.
aggressive.
Alpha
and stuff.
testing
Yeah,
these
alpha
driverless
testing
cars.
Exactly, they're all aggressive.
They're all honking.
They're
and shit.
honking the horn.
They're
Yeah,
honking.
They
Driverless
start
cars
sc-
honking.
There's just a speaker that's
Yeah, on your app, you're like, how do you want the driver to drive? Like, because people are gonna miss being aggressive drivers.
Yeah.
Do you want like horn level, like
have to
1 to
give-
10? You can like
yeah.
set your horn level, set your like acceleration, and your like you're cutting off and your turn signal amount.
that's a funny idea. Alpha testing.
Yeah.
I mean, how could that apply to other things besides the cars? You know?
You have to. Yeah, I think what I think we should be giving our drivers, our fake drivers, personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if you had that with Uber too, with real humans? It's
You
like,
got to choose.
you
Like,
get to pick their level of like road rage and their level of like courtesy on the road. Like, do you want them to cut people off? Do you
Okay.
want them
This
to
is
use
this is a good
signals?
idea. It's not Uber. It's a new company where you get to pick. It's kind of for maybe struggling actors who are trying to pick up more money. It's almost like an acting gig where you have to do character work as a driver.
that'd be so fun.
Yeah, it's a car service, but you come in character and you do what
And
you're
it's
saying.
cheaper because they get free acting classes or something. Kind of like they get to practice their craft.
I'm thinking it maybe costs more money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is sort of
Experience.
More, it's
So
an
it's
experience,
not
yeah.
a practice.
It's a performance, but it's also you get a ride out of it too.
Yeah.
So you can pick if you, like you said, and you could also maybe do. Oh, you could do celebrity impersonators too.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
like impressions of.
I mean, imagine getting driven around by Prince.
Yeah.
What if you
Or-
get driven around by like Vin Diesel or some car guy?
That, yeah. Or imagine Michael Jackson.
I mean, you
Hi,
could
Doug.
book out birthday parties, like, when you're going out for your birthday, you definitely gonna.
Yeah.
It should just
Birthday
be
parties.
it could be Uber, just like an upcharge.
It could be Uber, but I'm thinking we could start it,
Right,
And we could make the big bucks as its own unique, it's new, or we get a meeting with Uber,
Yeah.
I think Uber. This could be like an add-on to Uber, but I also have another idea. What about passengers? Like, there's passengers that are just in someone's car all day. So it's like, what passenger do you want? Do you want like a nice old lady? Do you want like a
for the experience?
Like
you
this
mean
is
in
just
your
someone
own
you could
car?
ride
Can
with
you
in the back seat,
imagine
like somebody to like talk to in the
being
back.
the
Look,
passenger?
you could like swipe through. I like that kid. I want to be with
Pick
this.
different
But then they
kids.
just
Yeah,
ride
like-
with you all day.
Well,
You drop
they
them
go
off.
on your ride. Oh, but
Okay.
if you're the driver, maybe you have to switch it. They have to drop off to another driver. They have to meet at
Can you imagine how scary it
passenger
would
points.
be if you're like an Uber driver and like you keep getting calls and it's the same person getting in your car the whole day? Just somehow like.
No, I'm saying that the rider who's paying for the ride, they can also select a passenger to cruise with them.
Yeah.
Or if you're just a lonely driver,
So that
There's
person, you'll
so
probably
many
be in the
angles.
car all day.
Yeah.
or if you're just a lonely driver, I mean, you're just a regular guy like you and me, and you want somebody in your car with you. I thought that's what was the idea originally, right? It's a special application where you can order a passenger. It's the opposite of Uber, Do you get what I'm saying?
Can you say that again?
It's the opposite of Uber. You're just a person,
Yeah.
and you want a passenger, so you pay a passenger to sort of sit, go right along with you. So.
Yeah, but they got to go where you go.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're basically paying for a friend.
Well, there's all
Yeah.
kinds. We have like 4 ideas here. Now.
But they
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to be a friend. Their character could be a businessman who doesn't want to talk. He just sort of wants to be on his BlackBerry.
From the 90s. He's like an old
or you can
school
get different time periods. Or he's just on the newspaper. He just wants to be reading the stocks on the newspaper. Or
What do you get scary
you can
Ubers
get
with like
kids.
there's a serial killer going to do his next murder and he's telling you all about it?
Oh, that
that kind of
that
thing?
too. Yeah.
So sick. I love that. At the very least, this is a good video premise, like a fake commercial pitch for this idea of like.
One last layer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder if there's anybody out there who just loves to drive so much that they want to give people rides. So they pay you to drive you to the airport.
You just blew
That
my
would
mind.
be mental illness.
You know what I mean? But they love it so much they crave it. They want to pay people to drive around.
Yeah,
So
these are lonely people
Yeah.
that want interaction with other
But
people.
that
they
just
just-
make
they
these
love
people just
driving.
make a lot of money. They just don't. Just
it just if there were more people
People
like
spend
out there,
money on some
they'd be
interesting
rich.
things. Yeah.
No, they wouldn't be rich. We'd be rich.
Do you
Yeah.
remember Rent a Wreck?
No.
It could have
What
been
is that?
before your time, but there was something that people would do when they moved to LA. They could it's called Rent a Wreck. Aaron might remember this one, but
What's a wreck?
a wreck is like basically you could rent a crappy car. It's like usually when you rent it from like Enterprise or whatever, Avis, they have standards. They're pretty new. you could someone could just rent you their car.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I have heard of this.
it'll be like a 92 Mercury Tracer or something.
Yeah.
And I remember people doing that. Be like, I just got to rent a wreck for the week.
Was it because it's like cheap?
It's cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very cheap. Just wanted to take a moment right now to mention that this episode of the Poundcast is in part brought to you by Mint Mobile. You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you play and repeat, so you have to share it with your friends so they can experience just how great it is? That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such a great deal, there's no way you can keep it to yourself. I've been using Mint Mobile for years, and whenever I see my friend's phone bill, I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? My friends are like, I can't go to the movies tonight, Doug. My phone bill's too high. I say, just get Mint Mobile and we can all go to the movies. Come on. Another plus of Mint Mobile is that you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan, and you can bring along your phone number as well as all your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer in your 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/poundcast. That's mintmobile.com/poundcast. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/poundcast. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. And back to the episode.
What's up with Miami, though?
Miami's a crazy place.
You started
grew up
there,
there
as a person?
I started there as a person.
And you
I
went
was
there
born
till
there.
the end of high school?
I moved out of there. I got the frick out of there in 2016. I went to New York to pursue acting and comedy.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like Miami?
I love Miami, but it is
Did you like that kind of sound machine?
no, it's crazy. It's really
What I mean, were you in Miami proper?
yeah.
So did
In
you go
the
to South Beach?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like
And you kind of dance salsa music and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
My whole life.
Really?
was-
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just that the very Latino culture. My dad's Cuban too, but we all just ate Latino food.
Plantains and steaks?
Yep, all of it. Croquetas.
I like that lifestyle.
Arepas y empanadas.
It is quite a different place.
Yes.
Like, I went there a couple times over the years, and I was just there earlier this year on tour.
Yeah.
And Miami really stands out as, like, this is a different
It's
place.
so different. It's
so
just
culturally different, but also the people there are really cool.
It's a crazy place. I have so many feelings and thoughts about it. It's like Florida. It's not Florida, but it also is. So it's like Florida people, like the stereotypical Florida man, swamp people. I identify with that a little bit, but also I'm a Floridian, but I'm also from Miami, and it's like those are just Miami people are just crazy, like Latinos, like I don't know. So it's
They're
just
spicy.
a mix of it's just a mix of just like such like interesting. It's an interesting mix of people.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from Miami,
Yeah,
and some of them are Cuban too.
yeah, a lot of
And
us.
one thing that I noticed about Miami is, like, when I was on this tour, I brought my skateboard, so on my free time I would go to the local skate park. And I went to the local skate park, and it was all...
Which one did you go to? Is it under the bridge?
I'd have to look it up, but it was north of...
It's a new one. It's a big, cool
no,
one.
it was like a small one near the beach, like right on the coast, kind of like north of... I think it was just over the... Is there an island that has like
Star
Miami
Island?
Beach?
Yeah.
It's just over there. It was a small little one, but the thing about it that was different was it was all rollerbladers.
Oh, cool.
And they were like these kind of buff, tough guys, and they were all hardcore rollerblading and like cheering each other. It was like there was like one skater, and he was kind of like too shy because like the rollerbladers took over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's usually like the skaters, and then there's like one blader who's brave enough to skate or to go. It's, join in
But
because
the
they feel like an
rollerbladers?
outcast. But the skateboarders were the outcasts, and they were rollerbladers.
Whoa. I didn't
And they were
know about the
real-
rollerblader community in Miami.
Yeah, it was big.
Do you want to hear my Miami girl impression? My impression?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
This is an accurate impression of like a combination of just Miami girl. Ready? Or my interpretation of it. So like, are you coming out tonight? We got a table. We're going to 11. Hello. Oh, he's not gonna get you an Uber? The fuck? Throw him in the trash. Ew. Hello. What the hell? It's like that.
That's
What the hell? The end was it sounded like this. What the hell?
It almost sounds like a girl from East LA though.
That, you know, when I do that, it's like, if people will be like, that sounds like a Toronto accent. Or people, yeah.
To me, it sounded like Vietnamese at the end. What the hell? What the hell? What y'all do? What y'all do? What the hell?
I guess
What the
it's just a combination of just like, what the, like, hello, like, okay, but she's in Kendall, she's in BFE, like, it's like so, I don't know, it's.
Did you have that accent?
When I am in Miami around my Miami friends, it does come out sometimes.
You were like that.
Yeah, not that thick. The accent wasn't that as thick as other people, but if you get me going, you'll hear it a little bit.
When you were in high school, did you have a different sort of identity?
Yeah.
Did you have
kinda.
a certain style?
Yeah,
I mean, what was it?
I
rollerblades and a bikini top or something?
No. I mean, I think like I was the best girl rapper in my school.
Is that right?
I was a freestyler.
Can we get a
at my
verse?
school.
Freestyled.
Yeah.
Can you still freestyle?
I haven't in a long time, but yeah, sometimes. Don't put
hell?
me on the freaking spot.
What the hell?
What the hell? No, but I was, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of just flowed in like different groups of people.
And then
stuff.
what made you think, oh, I think I want to get into acting and comedy and go to New York?
Well, here's the crazy. So I was always, doing bits and stuff. I was a freestyler in high school, but I also in my backpack every day had a puppet, like a cow puppet that I brought to school, and a microphone and like all these props.
Were you doing ventriloquist rapping?
No, these were separate bits, but I would I just was constantly trying to be like a weird, quirky, like funny person, trying to get attention and make people laugh.
What did you wear?
Literally
in high school?
I would range from like Hollister. It was just kind of like what every other girl was wearing. I didn't find my own style until after high school because Miami's very judgmental, which is a part of the reason why I felt like I need to get out. Is they're very like, even if I was wearing this outfit, I felt like people would be like, why do you look like, they'll literally be like, why do you look like a boy right now? It's very judgmental. So everybody,
what are you supposed to wear? What's the typical Miami?
I mean, back then it was like a V-neck short jean shorts. We used to we're so
V-neck
sexualized.
Shorts?
No, V-necks top, short jean shorts.
Get a little bit of,
Kind of like
get a little bit of something
they show
down there.
the pubics basically.
Bruh.
It's like V-neck,
We were-
V-neck shorts.
As
I like that.
kid, we were like
Sounds interesting.
sexualized. Like we pushed our boobs up. We had like these like it was called the bombshell bra that like made your boob, even if you had no boobs, it made you look like you had like D's or something. And we all wore them, and V-necks and like tiny short jean shorts and just Converse, or like there was like these gladiator shoes that were like kind of in like sandals.
Like
It was-
Russell Crowe's? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Jesus sandal.
Yeah.
Oh, the kind that strap up. all
Yeah,
the
it
way
was
high?
like terrible. I think that was just
I
like an
remember that.
era.
Oh, you had the
I remember
straps.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sort of that's Greek-like in a
You're
way.
like late for school. You got to
But
be
then,
strapping up.
yeah, but it's just so weird because then I had like my Jansport backpack. It just didn't make any sense at all.
I just wanted to pause for a moment and let you know that the Poundcast is sponsored by HelloFresh. No more endless recipe searching or spending money on a whole jar of spices for only a pinch. With HelloFresh, everything you need to make delicious meals comes right to your door, pre-portioned and fresh. Plus, the included step-by-step recipe cards make cooking simple. Choose from a variety of menu options to suit all your needs and tastes, from fit and wholesome to quick and easy, or vegetarian to family-friendly. There's something for everyone to enjoy. Now, I recently tried the vegetarian option, and, I wanted to shake things up a little bit. I usually get the just regular the regular option that's not vegetarian, but I wanted to see how good these vegetarian dishes were. So I made this lemon Parmesan pasta primavera dish, and it was very good. It had zucchini and peas and bell peppers in it, and it was great. I loved it. And then I also made this chickpea rice dish with pistachio rice, and it was really good. It had cherry tomatoes and crunchy roasted chickpeas in it, and there was some lemon in there too. And I gotta say, I'm really liking these vegetarian meals. And by the way, that rice dish with the chickpeas, that could have easily been vegan. There was just one small component of it that used sour cream, but it really wasn't necessary. And so I'd vouch for the vegan version of that. And yeah, I mean, look, the best thing about all this to me is that I'm really picky about ingredients and what's in my food. So if there's an ingredient I don't want in the dish, I simply don't put it in, and it's great. I like that, while they give me this recipe and I'm meant to follow it, I like that I can kind of customize it to my preferences. And so I'm still making good food. It's a home-cooked meal, and it's the food that I want. It's the food I want to eat. That's my biggest selling point. It's my food, my rules, and it's your food, it's your rules. So look, for free breakfast for life, go to HelloFresh.com/free Poundcast. What do they mean by free breakfast for life? You get one free breakfast item per box while subscription is active. So that's free breakfast for life just by going to HelloFresh.com/free Poundcast. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. And now back to the program. What happened in New York?
So many things happened.
Like something went wrong. Okay. Tell us what happened in New York.
New York was awesome.
Where did you live?
I lived in Astoria for the most part. I lived in Ridgewood for like a year, but like all the other years was Astoria, which was awesome, at Queens. And then I worked at a restaurant. I just hustled at this restaurant while auditioning and doing stand-up at night, and like hopping around doing open mics and stuff, and then doing improv and sketch comedy on like UCB main stage and Chelsea and stuff, and just like a bunch of magnet theater, just getting into the...
Did you do the improv classes?
Yeah, I did 1 through 7 improv
it goes
levels.
To 7?
Yeah, in the magnet theater. There was like 7 was like you got to be on the house teams if you like finished 7 or something like that.
I never took an improv class. I kind of want to, just for fun.
You have to.
Really?
Doug, you would love it.
Which one should I go to? Comedy Sports?
What's that? Is that a thing?
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if that exists
Comedy
anymore.
Sports is a great name for
It's with
improv.
a Z.
Comedy Skates. I should start my own.
Yeah, you should. No, you should. I mean, I want to get back into classes.
Like a
but
UCB or a Groundling?
like UCB or Groundlings. I mean, I did some UCB in New York, so I kind of wanted to try out Groundlings.
Am I going to be like the weird old man there, though?
No. There's people, the cool thing about improv classes is like there's people of all ages and all professions, people that are not in the industry, just working desk jobs that are like,
yeah, because I would do it not because I want to like be on SNL. I just want to take. I just think maybe it's a fun class.
It's a cool exercise to like. It's good brain.
You want to do it so you could be an ASCAT.
Yeah, I just want to be an ASCAT.
An like AZZ cat.
Well, no, I want to be the guy that goes to ASCAT and just tells the story, and then
I've done that before.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah, I've done that.
I saw
a couple
Tim
times.
do it once.
Oh, really?
Do they still do ASCAT?
Not that I know of.
What is ASCAT?
ASCAT.
I thought this was one of your phrases. I just immediately was like going with it.
ASCAT was a long-running like UCB show where they would get a guest speaker to like tell a story.
They would do monologues.
They would do like a monologue,
on,
and then the improv team would like act
improvise based on.
That's
their
the Armando method, right?
I don't know. I never took the class.
It's the Upright Citizens Brigade. A lot of time used to oftentimes be Matt Besser and Matt Walsh and Ian Roberts. They were actually
cool.
and other people. Tim Meadows did it a lot. It would be weekly. I think they used to do 2 ASCAT shows a week, and one of them was free, and the other one was $5.
Well, where are they still doing it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They should keep.
And
yeah,
where was
I
it?
don't know.
At UCB? you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
They even turned it into a TV show on Bravo.
And I actually downloaded one, and I have it on USB.
USB.
Kind of a USB. USB. Freaking it.
I
See, I'm
gotcha.
improvising.
I gotcha. You're so
I'm
quick with
yes-anding.
it, Doug.
It said yes and.
Yes, and
So is that all they teach you? Is just to agree with stuff and just go with it, or what?
yeah. You said just go. No, it's like
They're treating you to have
Improv-
no thoughts of your own, to just agree. Yes, I agree.
yes,
And
yes, you are fairy. No, improv is so. It's so bad. You're so bad in the beginning. Like you just
Yeah.
don't know what. And then also the really cool lesson is like in the beginning you are trying really hard to be funny, and then your teacher, if it's a good teacher, will like fucking tear you apart and be like, "Stop trying to be funny," and which I think is cool because then when
because
you're
you don't want to be funny, you just want to add to.
yeah, and,
Like, what's
and
the
just be
goal?
like what's funny is the situation already. So if you're just if you're genuinely reacting to like this fake scenario,
Oh, then that's funny.
then it
But if you're
becomes this
adding
thing that
in-
everyone's. But if you're
right.
trying to like
You're
be
like-
I'm the funny, quirky. I mean, you could throw that stuff in there, like
But if
obviously
you're
it can be
adding
funny.
in like absurd
Yeah.
elements on top of what, so it's a head on
and
a
it's
hat.
like a teamwork thing. You have to be able to trust your
you
teammates.
can't
when
go alpha.
Yeah, you can't go alpha. Everyone's kind of there's a thing before an improv show. You just kind of like pat each other's back. You got your back, got your back. It's like it's so funny. Like improv is such a like weird camp, like culty, like sleepaway camp vibe. But it's in the like a really cool
Can you
way.
teach us how to do an improv scene right now, right here?
Yeah.
What do
We'll
we
need
need?
a
Should we do an
suggest-
exercise?
We'll do an exercise.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh. We need a suggestion from the audience.
Aaron?
He can put it up on the screen.
It could be
What do we want?
anything that's a
A noun?
place or
Place?
a
Okay.
really just anything inspiring.
Bus stop.
Bus stop.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
That's
forgot. He
good.
can talk to you. What
so,
did he say?
Bus stop.
Oh, he said bus,
Bus
stop.
stop. Bus stop. Okay.
So, well, here's the thing before we get into it. So, bus stop is the suggestion, right? It doesn't mean that we have to be at a bus stop, but we're just inspired by
You could just think about the dance.
we
do
can
the bus stop.
anything that the word bus stop brings to you. If it a memory comes, whatever. It could be anything. But how it goes is like one person kind of like has an idea. Whoever has an idea first, they go up first. So, and then everyone else kind of like jumps in. So,
I got one.
okay, go ahead.
You see that poster?
Yeah. Which one? Am I
One
supposed
on the
to
bus,
react
the
that
one
way?
on the bus stop.
Huh?
The one at the bus stop on the glass.
Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
Can you believe who was on it?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I don't think you saw it.
James Gandolfini?
Can you guys keep it down? I'm trying to read. Your talking is in my.
Are you from Miami?
No, I don't know what voice. What I don't know where I'm from. Why are you asking me questions?
Well, my friend was doing this Miami impersonation. I thought, wow.
Okay,
I never heard someone talk like that, and here we are meeting someone from Miami. in the
Okay,
real
guys,
world.
break it up. Look.
Yes.
Look,
We're gonna put the
we
new
were talking
post-
about the
you know
poster.
what? I should have said yes when you said, "Are you from Miami?" I should have been like,
Oh, it's yes and.
yes, and fuck, I fucked it
Wait,
up.
are we
Well,
doing
this
this
is our
right?
very first
Are we
time.
doing this right?
Yeah. So
Wait, are you?
Well,
in the,
here's
are
the
you?
thing.
Are you the character now, or are you Brent?
So-
now?
No,
When you
excuse
guys
me,
started the
miss,
conversation-
who's on the bus? Are we? Are we doing this right? Are we having it?
Are you getting meta with this thing?
Are we talking correctly to each other as just
Yeah.
people in this on
Well,
the bus? Wait, are we on a bus?
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, those are the questions asked. Are we on a bus? Like it needs to be established. Like, are we at the bus stop? Are we on a bus?
Or are we
I
at
thought,
a dance club?
I thought we were at the bus stop, and I was just
Oh, the
waiting there
bus
with my
stop.
book. I mean, I thought we were, but if you guys were on a bus, I was just
because
needing to
you inspired me to say you don't have to be at the bus stop. I was just saying, did you see that poster? Because I whenever I see those bus stops,
Oh, yeah.
there's a poster on
Yeah,
there,
uh-huh.
right?
Right, and I was trying to think. Oh, it was a ad for that show on HBO, The Sopranos.
Yeah.
yes,
wow.
this is perfect. This is a perfect conversation. But now the audience needs to know what your relationship is together. We're trying to figure out what your relationship is, and then we're also trying to figure out where you guys are and like what's the context of the
yeah.
situation. So the conversation's like perfect and
Oh,
specific.
really? Okay.
Oh, okay. Can we start again?
Yeah.
Start over.
Yeah.
Start over. Oh, okay.
Ding. Next stop, Fairfax Avenue.
That's me.
All
That's me. That's me. Thanks.
right. You gonna need a ride tomorrow?
I left already.
You're out. You walk away. You stand. You run across. You do and scene.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
No, I don't know.
Well, look, you gotta start somewhere.
No, we got to get a good scene going here. How do you make a good scene? What does that?
Well, no, you
So,
don't
okay.
do that. You don't just see you later.
I don't.
Okay, so imagine if you just said like, "Hey, did you see that poster?"
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay, let's start that again.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'll do it with you.
Do it to me,
do it
just
with
so
this.
really quick. Like,
You see that poster?
oh, where?
The one on the bus stop, on the glass. Behind the glass, and next to the bus stop, they have the glass, and it's.
Guys, I'm trying to read. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, what bus are you getting on?
So here, so
I'm looking at the A69.
You don't even know what bus you're on, sir.
I don't know, man. I'm crazy.
I saw
man.
you sitting
I'm
there
just
all
loitering.
day.
I'm just loitering.
You've been here all day. Can't we just have a conversation? You're here every day.
Well enough.
Now
well,
let me
well
talk.
enough. Well enough.
Let me talk to my wife,
Well enough.
who I've been
You
married
see?
to for 44 years. in
exposition.
in New Jersey. On the 5th, I get super detailed about remember when we got divorced those 3 times, and then when I remarried you?
Yeah. I
That
love
reminds
that-
me of the poster on the bus stop.
Yeah, I love when we talk about it in that way too, where it gets brought up like, "Hey, remember when?"
All right, remember when?
Well, so when you were bringing up the poster to me in that moment, I was feeling like, well, maybe you are. I'm a cashier and I'm checking you out at Whole Foods, and you're just a guy that's like, "Hey, do you see that?" Like while I'm checking out your stuff, you're like, "Hey, do you see?"
And I'm being.
And I'm just like,
and
"All
this
right,
guy's trying to
dude,
shop.
it's like
I'm like hitting on the cashier.
Can you put your
or something?
credit card down?" Yeah, exactly. So that's where you just like, I don't know. You just.
All right, let's
add-
try that.
Okay.
All right, I'm just.
Well, you guys do it. You're.
All right, let me
You're
try
the
it.
cashier?
Let me do
Yeah.
a new
He's
the
scene.
ca-
Let me
you're
do
the
a new
cashier.
scene. All right,
Yeah,
new
you're the
scene.
cashier.
New scene. Okay, watch.
What do you mean new scene?
I mean, no, we'll still use that, but here, watch. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I didn't even hear that. All right, here we go. Oh, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
I was just hoping I could just get a glass of ice.
Ice. Okay. I'm gonna have to charge you 10 cents for the cup. Is that okay?
Can I? All I got is a credit card. That'll work, right?
We only accept checks.
Come on.
You know what?
What McDonald's doesn't check?
Let me
a
talk to
credit
the
card?
manager. I know he's.
Can't you just get me a cup of ice? What's the problem?
You know what? Customer's always right. I'm gonna get you that cup of ice.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
Julia, can we get a cup of ice on the rocks?
Why do you need a cup of ice? He doesn't want Sprite. Does he want anything in it?
I think he just wants to cool off a little bit, put a little cubes in his pants, jiggle it around a little bit. You know how it is.
I don't
It's
need
hot
to-
out here.
I don't need to say why I need the ice, right? I mean, you guys are a $1 billion burger company. Can I just get a cup of ice? Is that a big deal? Jessica?
Well, I mean,
Julia. Her name is Julia.
Julia,
And we've been married for 5 years.
and we were once divorced once. So this is a sensitive subject, and his ex's name is Jessica.
We actually met, Julia and I met at a bus stop. I had just
Yeah.
broken up with Jessica, and she kicked me out. I had a box full of stuff, and,
The ice
The
is going to be
bus
melted by the time you finish this story. Just
we
back
did
to my
meet
eyes?
at a bus stop.
Yeah.
We did meet, and Jessica was such a bitch, and also.
hey, don't talk to her.
you-
don't talk about her like that, though.
I'm sorry, but you know
I mean,
how I get.
she
when
had
you
her
talk
problems,
about-
but,
Man, I mean, well, have you been to the
Ow.
bus stop? You know where the bus stop. Have you seen that poster at the bus stop? That
He's-
poster
Yeah.
back there is the HBO thing.
Yeah, with the mirror on it?
Yeah,
James
so
Gandolfini.
you've fucking been there. So
Wait,
you know
that's-
that there's not enough space on that bench for 3 people to sit on. So it was him, Jessica, and where am I supposed to sit? So it starts this whole problem in our marriage. He's sitting next to his. You seen the?
Why do you
Under
think
the
I need
poster.
the why do you think I need the fucking ice? Because I bashed my head on the poster. Because people are sitting there like you.
Your
So I had to stand up and stand over to the side, and I bashed my head. That's what the ice is for, okay?
Get
I'm
him
not-
the ice. Get him the
here's
ice.
the ice, sir.
Okay.
Now what are you going to do
well,
with it?
Yeah.
Now
Tell
that
us
I'm
what you're
here-
gonna do
Don't we
with
have
it.
to find a game?
Yes, there's that's what we're trying to figure out. But I see we're working together. We're working.
Okay,
but look, now
how do we
that
make a game out of this? We got to know what the game is.
I'm not done with my scene.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
If you want to end it, you got to jog across.
No. We have to find a game within the scene. So we have to. You know how we'll get on.
You can't just do it mid improv.
No. That's the point of a scene.
Session?
Is you have to find the game.
So I felt like there was something happening where like now we're involving him in our relationship,
Okay.
right?
Well, here's the thing.
Oh.
I think it's like this. You know how we do riffs sometimes? I think we have to find the riff in the scene. So, for example, if you said ice and then we brought back eyes or something, I don't know, and then maybe we keep on getting it wrong what your order is, that could be the game, maybe, right? Or something like that. So we have to do that. So here's the ice, sir, and then it's eyeballs.
Well, no, then it's my turn
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
This is one solid cube. Can I just get like ice from the ice machine, sir, in a cup? I don't need a. I don't. This is
Sorry, sir. We thought that you wanted just one big boy. I'll be back with a couple little ones.
Thank you.
What, he wants something else now? What
He
does
wants
want?
actually smaller ice.
There's a line. There's a line behind him. There's 15 people behind him.
It takes 5 seconds to go to the machine. Press the lever.
You know what?
Ice comes out.
I'm just not having a good day today, so I'm kind of annoyed, so I'm going to project how I feel onto I don't really feel like doing it. I mean, I know it's my job, but I don't really feel like doing it. So
Here you go. Here's some Dentine ice.
You know how this is $5 a pack.
Yeah.
Ice cubes are basically free at McDonald's.
Ice Cube. I know Dr. Dre. I'll see if I can. See what he can do and bring. I don't know.
How about this?
This is why.
How about this? I'll order a large Coke. Put the Coke. Hold the Coke. How about that, huh? Hold the Coke. Can you do that?
It's like this. You go, can I order a large Coke on the side?
Yeah. Hold the Coke. First of what you do how do you make a Coca-Cola, sir? If I ordered that,
Well,
what would you do?
let's see. I got to get the syrup.
No. What do you do if to a customer who would order a Coca-Cola?
I stare him down.
You,
I don't know. Is this why improv scenes are? Is this why improv sucks or?
yeah.
Improv sucks, right? Improv does suck, right?
No, when it's
no
good,
disrespect.
it's funny.
Good
when it's
improv is really awesome
No
and
disrespect
magical, in
to-
my opinion.
Look, no disrespect to ASCAT or any of those guys, but improv
Well, maybe
does
we
suck.
just suck at it.
I
No
know.
disrespect to ASCAT, but improv is ass.
We improvise all the time.
I know. We somehow in improv, you have to the things when we go on riffs, we have to do that in a scene.
Yeah.
Somehow.
You're figuring it out. But here, I get, this is just, you should go to improv. I think you
But
should.
not
take
me,
the
though.
class. I'll take the class.
No, you're already an expert.
Why don't you take the
Oh.
class with me? He's
Look,
an expert.
I will sign up for an improv class with you guys.
Taking an improv
but
class.
you'll come in and you just blow everyone away because you're level 7.
No. It's been a long time. And whatever. It's
You want to
just
brush
like,
up.
yeah, I want to brush up.
Taking a class, it could be kind of funny if we took a class together. But to be honest, I don't think I think I would. It sounds fun in theory, kind of like living with a bunch of
What
people.
is it, like one day a
but-
week or something? It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Well, maybe it could be fun. It just, I have a feeling there's going to be some corny exercises that we have to do, you know?
Zip,
right?
zap, zop.
What are some corny?
Is it corny?
Yeah, so it's like,
Do we have to be all corny and like
yeah.
do like
This is funny.
acting stuff?
Zip. You do this. You zip, and then you're supposed to zap him, and then you zop me, and then you kind of just like it. You do all these.
You do
but here,
this?
they're really dumb, like camp like little exercises, but they're good for your keeping your brain sharp. There's a reason.
This is how I keep my brain sharp.
You do trust falls?
Honestly, it's so no trust. Not I don't know, but they're kind of. But it's super cringe. It's
You
super
do
cringe.
trust funds?
So it's cringe.
Yeah, super cringe.
I want the
There's
least
like
cringe one.
There's like little like songs like 1 2 I forget. I'm forgetting now.
Really?
Like something 1 2 3 4. Dun, 1 2.
But you know what?
Like,
If we're
it's like
all doing
literally
it,
like
if I'm
you're
in a class
camp.
and everyone's in it, then you can't really be cringe because everyone else
Right,
is.
everyone's committing. That's the thing.
Right.
If you could do the most ridiculous thing, but as long as everyone is committing,
And if it's not live streamed, who cares?
and we're and everyone's self-aware, it's like silly shit, but you're just like there for the bit, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, let's change gears a little bit because I just wanted to talk more about her.
Yeah.
We're going to take that class, first of all. Thank you for that exercise.
I feel like you have to
I wanna
edit
know what-
so much of that out.
No, we're not going to edit
so
any of it. We don't
Some of
edit
it,
this out.
honestly, there were
Yeah.
moments where I
We
kind
got
of
5
thought
left on it.
I could go for an edit on this one, but no, we can leave it in. But yeah.
You go ahead and edit it. I don't care.
No.
You have to edit it and make us
look.
look so sharp
Look,
and cool
guys,
and
people
perfect
watching
and
this-
flawless.
Yeah, you saw the real deal. All right, this is what that's what improv is really about.
Now, let me ask you this. What are you up to these days?
Okay, these days, I am doing a lot of acting, actually.
On Joel Haver films?
I
Or like
was in
paid gigs?
paid gigs. It's how I'm paying the bills. It took a long time to
That's-
get there, so that's cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
An employed actor paying bills from acting.
Yes, a working
What
actor.
kind of
They
gigs
say.
do you get?
I just, it's really all over the place, but I just, a cool thing I just did was I filmed for this new show called Chad Powers. It's a Hulu show that's coming out. I was opposite Glenn Powell. It's his new show. He's
Who's that?
He's apparently like
He's become a big leading man these days.
Glenn
he's
Powell.
like the
that kind
Ryan Gosling they're saying is of like today or something. Not it can't be of today because he's like still Ryan
He was
Gosling.
in that
but-
movie that we saw together. Everybody Wants Some.
What the heck was that?
He's
again?
one of the baseball players. Remember the college baseball team?
That movie just my brain just erased that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know the title. I know we saw it. What was it about?
It's sort of just about these baseball players in college.
I don't have no way.
And he's in a new Richard
It's a
Linklater
Richard
movie,
Linklater
I
movie.
think.
Oh, it's the Linklater one. Right.
Oh, Linklater.
It's like from the early '80s or
Yeah, it takes
late
place in the early
70s or
80s,
something.
yeah.
Okay, I remember now. It's coming back to me. Well, that's cool.
So that's good.
You're not doing like YouTube stuff like.
Well, I'm
like
still doing YouTube
crazy.
stuff. Well,
What's
I'm
your YouTube channel?
Brittney Rae, but
RAE.
RAE, yeah. But so we're still doing like I'm still doing a bunch of Churdley stuff. I mean, that's how I started getting into
Right, the Churdley.
Churdleys. Yeah, I've been making.
Now he's not living at this complex.
No, he was living at the one that Kev, Spencer, and Blake are at, but he bought a house last maybe like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so now he lives in his house. But
But does he have people living in his house?
he does, yeah. He has Ryan lives over there now, and then a couple other friends.
Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
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 And who else?
And his friends Aaron and Cam are there. They're not in the. They're Aaron's an editor. They're I don't know. They're kind of like
So 4 people live there.
Yeah.
Is it a big house?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a good size house.
Where's
yeah.
it at?
It's in like Glendale area.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well enough. So
I'm interested in that kind of thing.
which thing?
Living at a big comedy house.
Oh, really?
You should.
Let me move into the townhouse and I'll sublet for a while and just get a taste.
as like a social experiment.
Well, no, I'll be a fun roommate too.
No,
and
I
I'll
think
I'll
it would be fun to have.
I'll be
you,
making
Doug.
my content, and I'll be getting you guys. Come on over here. I need you for this and that.
You should just come over and use us.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll start there,
Yeah.
and then if an opening comes up, we'll
Right.
I'll put
we'll
in
let
an
you know.
application.
Right. We'll let you know.
I went over there one time.
You did?
Not to your house, I guess, but to the other one.
Spencer and
I've been to
Yeah.
their place several times.
yeah.
I saw you there at the game, one of the game nights.
Yeah.
You had a game night?
Spencer did
What kind of games were played?
Jackbox,
Oh,
Yup.
like that.
Spencer
and
loves Jackbox.
I brought some fun games that they loved.
Like which one? Snake
I'm trying
one?
to think what I brought. I brought one that was a big hit. I can't remember right now. Do you remember?
What do you do for fun?
She doesn't have fun. Everything's fun, and she's grinding all the time.
freaking grinding.
That's what I'm saying, though. When you're not working, what are you doing?
I am. Well, I'm very.
Games?
I play some Kingdom Hearts. I just finished. I beat Baldur's Gate 3. a few months ago, so I kind of got into video games a little bit. But I when I'm not filming and stuff, I'm just kind of like hanging with friends. I train Muay Thai.
All right, Muay Thai.
The Muay Thai.
Yeah, kind of just.
Do you have to wear a gi for that?
No, so you just wear you wear Muay Thai shorts, kind of boxing shorts type of vibe, and then wraps and gloves and
Claws. Spikes.
Well, you can't wear spikes.
Oh, okay, that would probably hurt.
Where do you you don't have to say where, but do you go to a specific place to do the training?
Yeah, I go to Henzo Gracie on Sunset.
Not the actual guy, because he's like a famous dude, right?
Yeah, it's one of his gyms.
Is he there?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's I think like one of the brothers comes by or something. I don't know, but they have a lot of gyms. Like they have some in New York. And
you've been doing this for 10 years?
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy. So you actually could fight, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could fight. Do
you ever?
If somebody walked up to you, it's late at night, you're walking by yourself on the sidewalk. What would you get into a stance or something?
No. So this
to let them know know Muay Thai.
What's crazy is that I got into Muay Thai because I got assaulted on the subway platform when I was living in New York.
What happened?
This guy.
And we're gonna save that for the Patreon. Should we? That would be cruel. No, I'd say okay. Tell the story.
It's actually such a dumb story. It just sounds so insane, but basically, it was at like 5 p.m. Okay. And I'm just walking home, Madison Square, like just a bunch of people around. And this kid who's with some other friends, he had an Xbox in a Best Buy bag, and he just like swung it at me. He was just walking behind me. I was just minding my own business. So you didn't see it coming? No.
And out of nowhere, you just got bashed in the head?
Yes. No. On the ASCAT.
On your butt?
Yeah.
Really?
And so it threw me. Like it was so hard that I went into, forward. But it was shocking. I turned around and I was like, what the fuck? And when you live in New York for a second, you just start to you get this you get a little rough around the edges because there's just weirdos and you just got to protect yourself, you know?
Yeah, you get like a thick skin.
Yeah, you really do. So there was an attitude I cultivated while living there, like don't fuck with me kind of thing that I never had before. But I turned around and I just looked at him. I was like, what the fuck or whatever. And then he had 4 friends with him, 3 guys and 1 girl. And all his friends were looking at me and the girl was doing this. I was like, what is happening? And then he was coming up to me. He started doing this chicken head thing. He got really close to me. He was doing this. And he's like, what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh God, this guy's fucking nuts. So then I looked over to the girl and I made eye contact with her and I go, really? You're going to let him do this to me? And I looked into her soul. Ooh. And she kind of was she thought about it. She was like, wait a minute. Why is she looking at me out of all these people? And I was like, girl to girl was this. Then
the guy's like, babe, you don't want me to do this anymore?
Yeah. They was like, oh, you can go now.
And then they said, any chance I get a cup of ice? And then the other guy, then the 4th guy just ran in front of the.
And then the scene was over.
Yeah. And he's like, he brings an ice box instead of an Xbox.
Yeah.
It's
it's an ice. I thought you said Xbox.
Oh.
I thought you said X.
I thought you said Best Buy. You
said Best Ice.
Ice.
Okay. So do you have anything you want?
Wait, so did they left you alone after that?
Yeah. I got away from the situation, but it was just it was a scary moment that kind of just my whole train ride home was realizing oh fuck, I'm just by myself as a girl living in New York City. And I was like, I have to figure something out. So I started self-defense, and so I got into Muay Thai, basically. Yeah. But, which is crazy, because now, if someone fucks with me, I'm not, it's just the confidence alone. Is I don't know exactly what, it depends on what, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do in that moment, but I definitely have the confidence to do something, to protect myself. So
Cool. Well, on that note, would you want to stick around for a little more and for like our bonus Patreon
Yeah, let's do
half
it.
hour? If you want to listen to that, go to patreon.com/poundcast. And do you have anything? Please plug. Your YouTube is Brittney Rae.
My YouTube is
R-A-E.
Brittney Rae. Brittney
N-E-Y.
Rae. And then my Instagram and TikTok's Brittney Rae all day.
Okay, and also if you want to watch this show on video, you can go to youtube.com/thepoundcast. And also, by the way, about the Patreon stuff, it's not just that you get the extended episode, but you get it a couple days early, and it's almost entirely ad-free, okay? We just have the jerky ad on there, that's it. Other than that, it's totally ad-free. So you probably want that, I think. That's patreon.com/poundcast, like Doug said. We're also on Instagram, too.
I want to plug something real quick. I'm doing a show at Oberlin College, and I think it's going to be open to the public. So just look it up, and it's on October 4th. And I'll be in Denton, Texas, at PolarCon on Friday the 27th of September. And Johnny Pemberton, and he'll also be there. Fat Tony and some other wonderful people at PolarCon, which is like a Polaroid festival. September 27th, Friday, in Denton, Texas. So if you live in any of those states, Ohio or Texas, come on out. And stick around because I have some things to discuss.
Oh, really?
Let's hear it, Doug.
And that's coming up right after. That's only for Patreon.
That's coming up
subscribers.
right after you pull out your credit card.
Yeah.
And slap it down on the table.
Support this mom and pop show. Quit being a cheapskate fool.
Cheapskate.
Peace.
Peace. Dip. Wait.
Dip.
Dip.
Ball out.
Ball out. Ball. We ball.
Doug and Brent, talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the